Hello there and welcome back. Well, I have to say I am thrilled to be standing here and presenting to you the lovely Jo. How are you doing, Jo?
Hi, are you okay?
I am very well. More the point, how are you? Because this is your first show.
Yes, it is my first show. I was a little bit nervous when I first realised that I was actually going to do all of this. But I'm absolutely fine now because I've got everybody there with me.
You have. And no, Lynette out there will be watching as well because she's messaged me. No, Anthony's watching as well, so he's going to be there and all the team are egging you on.
So many lovely comments from people, so much support. So before anything, we want to say hello and thank you for all of that because that's amazing. Thank you.
It is indeed. And I would love to hear from you. Do email into our studio here, studio@hochanda.com, to send us your congratulations to the fabulous Jo being here. But before that, I have to say, Shemai Ball O'Gumri. Is that right?
It's right, that's perfect.
I do apologise for everybody who's watching from Wales, but that is the best I can do with regards to my Welsh. And you taught me that already.
I did. I did. And I thought I wouldn't sort of baffle you with the big words because I can't do the big
I was
words.
concerned in case it was that one that ends go, 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 because you've got no chance of me saying that one.
No, we wouldn't go there at all.
Now, of course, we are here with a brand new company, Hobbilicious, and you've come along to demonstrate on behalf of the ladies.
Indeed,
so tell me a little bit about you and also Hobbilicious.
Okay, so obviously I live in South Wales now, beautiful part of the country, would never want to move away from there. Unfortunately, Hobbylicious, Deb and Cleo live right the way round in Hastings.
Well, that's a bit of a journey.
Yeah, so we kind of have to go up, over and round.
Okay.
And then we come back
round,
again.
up and over.
Yeah, it's a bit like a horseshoe. So Deb and Cleo are in Hastings. They're mum and daughter, and Jason, one of Deb's sons, also designs for them. It's something that Deb and Cleo have wanted to do for the last couple of years, is really get something creative to work on together. So it's a beautiful aspect of our craft world. And this is the kind of thing that they've come up with.
And boy, have they come up with
Haven't they?
These are amazing. Now, we've got lots of kits for you to check out, some amazing deals. So do have a little look at everything else. Jump onto the website. No, we're busy already.
Oh, blimey.
And already, because we are here as part of our birthday celebrations, Hobbilicious are including a fabulous... Well, shall I give you that? Because is that something that you've worked on there?
Yeah, I'll just pop this together.
This is lovely. So what have we got here then?
So this is part of our giveaway. So what we've got here are all sorts of bits and pieces. In your kits, in your giveaway kit, you'll have some resin faces. Some people are a bit spooked by those, but I love them. And then we've got lots of these beautiful cogs that come from Hobbilicious. Now you see me bend in here, there's a bit of lace in there. Can you see that as well? So in your kit you have got...
Okay, let's talk us around what we've got here.
You have got your ATC, which is what everything is based on.
Lovely.
And then you've got different textures which you'll find in the texture kit.
Wonderful. So
you've got laces and hessian and some ribbons. That one's just falling off. We popped a few little stars in and some metal cogs just so that you can add those at the end. For texture then, you've got, this is your little face. Then here you go with the MDF.
Lovely.
Some rocks, some gems, some flowers, some paper clips and some glitter.
In here.
Yeah, it's and the words as well. This is the freebie.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the freebie.
Phenomenal. And something that Hobbilicious always do, they've done it as a matter of course, is they include a little freebie when your order is dispatched anyway.
Yes, so anybody that orders from Hobbilicious will always find a little surprise in their parcel when they get it at home. So you're getting even more.
Well, this is it. Now come and join me, Jo, and tell me all about these fabulous items because we're looking at our large MDF treasure chest on this occasion. We've got a smaller one which we'll tell you about in a few moments.
So the large treasure chest, so you see lots of different versions of them here. This is the naked one in the centre here. And these are the components that make up this treasure chest.
Wonderful.
Now I will say to you, I'm going to show you a few bits when I use the small kit. This does take a little bit of time to assemble.
Well, naturally.
Because there's a lot to it. And the reason for this is because they are hinged. They are fully hinged. So we can open and close.
So the hinge part, it's not a metal hinge, it's actually made from the MDF.
I'm going to just turn this around for you. So these are the hinges here, and this is what makes it a little bit complicated because we have certain slats here that have to allow for these pieces to go in and be secure. One little tip before we go any further: when you're doing this, don't paint over. If you're gessoing it, don't gesso over your hinges.
How do you know this, Jo?
because I did.
Oh, okay.
And we've got one on set somewhere that's got a chain across it.
But it kind of got fixed.
It kind of got fixed.
Okay,
and
it's
then,
a different way.
And then I had to kind of break it to open it. So don't do that, okay? So these little hinges here, it's best if you just take some time and you paint the little parts individually. It's
Wonderful.
quite easy. That's not a difficult thing to do.
Lovely. And of course we'll be learning lots of hints and tips during the course of the demo.
Yes, we are. There's all sorts of things I'll tell you
Lovely.
later.
And then we've gone pretty with this one.
So yeah, this is obviously the Steampunk kit. This one here now is from the Keepsake kit.
Beautiful.
So you will see, where are we? That way. So you will see these beautiful components here, the dandelion here.
That is gorgeous.
Now this actually comes in two parts. The stalk is separate, and this is one of the things about, and this is a technical bit about Hobbylicious. Deb likes to put as much into her designs as she possibly can.
Right.
They use 2mm MDF, which allows you, if I can just show you, this necklace.
Look.
You see this here?
Wow.
So this is 2mm MDF, and this is the same head that is on the chest.
Yeah.
But you can see exactly how fine and delicate that is.
Beautiful.
So Deb will always try to include different elements such as that.
Love that idea.
And like I say, on this one, the stalk itself is separate, so you can angle it whichever way you like. You will also find there's a stencil that goes with each kit has its own stencil.
Oh, okay, right.
So this has got the dandelion heads on.
Oh, right, yeah.
And if we're really lucky, when Deb is cutting out the stencils with these dandelion heads, we also get the cutouts.
Oh, I see.
There's some of those might end up in your packages. You
You
never quite know.
You never know. It's all a bit of a surprise. So if you fancy creating your own chest, then you've got the large chest, as you can see there, the details of which on your screen there. Really is a substantial side. And this one, I really like this one, 24.5 centimetres, as you can see, by 15.5 by 22.5. We'll chat more about that design as the hour goes on, but for the time being, details are on your screen, 070725 £25.50. That is a fabulous price.
Do you know, I mean, this one that I created this one, and what I wanted to do and didn't quite have time to was collect. I wanted to put picnicky bits in here, but I wanted it to be an engagement picnic.
Oh, okay.
So it would have a little bottle, a little bit of sparkle in there. Maybe the ring would be in there, and another little Hobbilicious box even.
That's a good idea,
so you can use it to that kind of thing, but also for your beautiful memories from your wedding day, from the first time you had a baby,
collecting
and the Christmas one, of course, makes a fantastic Christmas Eve box, especially for us grown-ups.
Oh, definitely. There you go. So if you fancy getting hold of your larger one, then the details are going to be popping up a little bit later on, but we're going to have a look at the smaller one. This one's your medium-sized one. Jo, already approaching 20% of the stock has gone.
Yeah.
And this is the one that you're going to take us through some of those initial stages of putting it together.
I'm just going to talk you through some of them. I'm not going to take you through all of them because that would take far too long for the show that we've got. But I will talk you through how to just get the basics put together. Today I'll use hot glue. At home you'll be using a gel medium. Brilliant. Really.
But everything comes with full instructions, so you haven't got to worry about that.
Absolutely, we have an instruction sheet that I'll show you in a second.
Lovely.
And this is the one that I broke, by the way. Okay.
But you wouldn't know it to look at it.
You wouldn't know it.
Now the details on your screen, if you want to go for the medium size one, just £10.50. How affordable is that? That's going to make a beautiful little jewellery box for somebody, isn't
Beautiful gift for people. And if you see the way, I think Cleo may have made this one.
That is really pretty.
You know, and we've got some of the resin pieces on there. We've got all of the textures in.
Gorgeous.
These beautiful flowers. So it's really, really pretty.
Lovely. We are incredibly busy. It's so good to have your company during this hour. You're going to be investing in some fabulous kits during this hour. 118-680. If you fancy getting hold of your smaller chest, your medium-sized chest, then the details there. Incidentally, any of these kits, if you want to go for multiples of them, you can do if they're on the same item number. There's no additional post and packing. And we haven't had a chance to tell you. We're going to tell you when we get to the demonstration. We have actually got a prize draw giveaway. Yeah. So if you place your order in the first 45 minutes of the hour, so by 2:45, what hour are we? 3. Quarter to 4. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. So by 3:45, take no notice of the clock behind us because that's got the wrong time on it. Then you may be in the running for one of 3 giveaways, isn't it?
Exactly, yes.
Lovely. Right, we better scoot along.
Okay,
So what have we got next?
So we've got this beautiful journal. Okay, so again, here's the naked form.
Lovely.
So what you'll find with, again, Deb likes to put extra elements in. So we've got this lovely little curved attachment, which is great for putting your ribbons through.
Good
or
idea,
string.
nice.
chain, whatever you'd like to use. But there is something that I need to show you. You see this little square bit?
Okay, yeah.
Half a rectangle. Doesn't look very exciting, does it?
But I'm sure it's important.
Well, it's very important because now when you put your frame on the front and you want to put a photograph in it, you can get this all assembled, get it ready. If we've got time, I'll show you. And then this goes on the back.
Oh, it's like a little slidey thing.
So when you put this down, you've actually got the gap underneath here. That means you can slide a photograph into it.
That is clever design.
Okay, so that's something, again, you get all of these elements that Deb and Cleo add. And in this kit, you've got this beautiful, there's your frame, but there's your craft board piece that goes on the top to give you the detail.
Love it. And at $9.99, I can't believe the prices that we've got for you here. $9.99, you can see very affordable again. 099 753. We've also got lots of your resin pieces with this as well. So lots of detail that you're going to be able to add to those as well. You're getting all of those in there. Look at that.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Detail.
Those are actually hand poured.
They really?
Yes,
Wow.
I have a resin technician in my kitchen.
Oh, I like
and
that.
That's where he stays.
Oh,
he's not allowed out of the kitchen unless all of the resins are made. Sorry, Phil.
A resin technician.
Yeah, resin
I hope he's got a business card with that on there.
No, he hasn't.
099
Don't give him ideas.
I love that. If you want to get hold of that set, again, if you want multiples, by all means, please do so. I'll keep you updated with regards to the stock as we go, but we are incredibly busy. Now, of course, we've been talking about the different layers of the MDF, the different mills, so dependent on the different bodies of it. But this time we're looking at something that's a little bit thinner.
Yes, so what we've got here is the craft board. So the craft board is essentially beer mat material, Deb would tell you. So if I just put that, we get there, that's better. So if we turn it round here, you'll see if I press, these bits are
they just fall away.
Fine.
Okay.
So they're all laser cut.
Beautiful.
Some of them will have little tags on so that they don't, you know when you get things and it drops out and you lose it. So Deb has actually got little tags on here on the top. Can you see?
Yeah,
can you see those there?
Yeah, got those.
So those little tags will hold it in place until you want it out.
Wonderful.
And then you can either snip it or pull it gently, and then that comes out.
Lovely.
Now the joy of the craft board is, of course, you can bend it round.
Yeah.
So anything that's got the curve on, such as the chest, bottles,
good idea.
Anything like that, you can actually bend that around.
Wonderful. Now, of course, when we were talking about those larger chests, we were talking about the embellishment, the steampunk, and all those different ones. These were the kits that we were referring to. So you've got 3 options with regards to these. Each one of them, you are going to get one of those fabulous little stencils in there, and you've got all sorts of texture in little packs here.
Yeah. So we've got the little hobbles there.
Hobbles.
Hobbilicious balls. Hobbles.
Like that.
We've got these lovely stencils that come, and they're a really good deep mylar, so that you've got a really good impression that can be made. So if I turn it like that,
wonderful,
you'll be able to see how, and you can bend that so that you can get it on curves. And then of course you've got all of these lovely little resins.
Of resin pieces.
Yeah, again, that's Mister. So these ones, you're very, very lucky to get these little cherubs in.
These are beautiful.
Because they happen to be Cleo's favourite. So if I just bring that to there.
Look at that.
Okay,
the detail in those.
Isn't it lovely?
Absolutely beautiful.
So those
very
are
busy for
Cleo's
these
favourites.
Now you're loving each one of these kits. I think at the moment the keepsake one, is that the one that's kind of nudged a little bit ahead of the others? 20% of the stock has gone off that one, but it's closely followed by the others. And again, they're all on the same item number, so why not treat yourself to one of each of those? Because each of the areas do cross over. So 827 521 if you're wanting to get hold of those. So this one here is your keepsake option. You've got your steampunk. Look at that, all those fabulous pieces.
Beautiful.
There. And then finally you've got your Christmas elements here. Lovely stencils with those as well.
Beautiful.
So you can use those over and over.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wonderful, there you go. So if you fancy getting hold of those, then do pop them into your baskets. What about some texture though? That's the other thing we like to add as well. We've got a fabulous texture bundle here.
Yeah,
there's loads.
I mean, this is absolutely lovely. Who doesn't like a bit of open hessian or jute to pull around? It's my absolute favourite. I go to that all the time. Beautiful lace, and if we get to show the journal demo, I've already stained some of this with a spray.
Lovely.
And then of course we've got some muslin, and then we've got we've also got in there the beads to add the extra texture, the chain. So loads in there.
Less than a tenner for all of that. £9.99, brilliant value. And of course, it's going to add that finish to any of those projects you're working on. 879-641 if you're wanting those. And just a final thing that we need to tell you about is some embellishments. Now, we've got a whole array of these. So across the back here, we've got 3 different options with regards to your large ones. They've all got different item numbers, but you'll find them all on the website, but we'll give you some details as well. And then you've got similarly, but on a smaller scale, which they're kind of down at the front as well. So the first ones I'm going to show you is this one here with those fabulous little soldiers on there.
Oh, they're amazing, aren't they?
These are the large Christmas embellishments, and you're getting 36 of these.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, because if you have a look at these soldiers here, you'll see one of the cards at the other end of the set, because it's 2mm, it's light enough to go onto a card.
Good point.
Okay,
really good point.
So you get all of these, and again, you look at the detail. This bauble here is actually 2 pieces.
Oh wow!
So you colour the first piece, and then you colour the top piece.
Beautiful.
So you get an added dimension. Same thing you can do with the snowflakes. The snowflakes and the stars can all fit over the top of each other, and I adore these reindeer.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They're so beautiful.
Beautiful, I love that.
Absolute, my favourites there.
Now you're getting 36 items with your larger bundle, your large size, as you can see. Bottom of the screen, I'm sure you've spied it, but it's a smaller version where you've got £9.99. It's going to get you 14 of those MDF pieces. So you can see lots of elements there. In fact, why not go for both of them, because they do work alongside, and you will see that there are some areas there that aren't repeated. Next one that we've got for you is Steampunk.
Yay. Who doesn't like Steampunk?
I have to say, I noticed the globe on those chests that we were looking at earlier on. That's an amazing detailed piece.
Yeah, and huge. So if you have if you look at all of these very, very fine pieces, and this is why Deb and Cleo go for the 2mm.
Yes.
Because that's the detail that you can get alongside the compass. And again, you look at the detail over in that compass.
Beautiful.
There's so much in there.
Can I just draw attention to the zip with a puller? That is amazing to actually get that.
Now I haven't got one loose here, but this is a 4-part zip. Okay, so sorry, 6-part, because these 2 pieces interlock automatically.
Clever.
And then these 4 pieces, you have 4 pieces of this,
okay,
and they go together so that this pull, once you've locked it in place, won't fall off.
So it goes to the little loop?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so it all goes together, and then one piece will just lock that last piece in place, and that's it. It's ready. It's done for you.
There you go. So that's your, it's very clever. That's your larger set there, as you can see. Equally so, you've got a smaller set, but again, it works alongside, because you can see there you've got dreams, you've got past, future, and we saw that on the
in the smaller kits, in all of the smaller kits, you'll see that we've included the words.
Beautiful.
So they'll just give you that final image.
Love that. And again, details, large ones on the side of your screen, as you can see, and down at the bottom you have got your smaller bundle there. And the last one to share with you is your keepsake. And again, beautiful collections, whether you're going for the large or you're going for the small. This is where I think that 2mm shows its own, because when you look at the fine detail, and like you say, with that gorgeous dandelion clock.
And if you look at some of the feathers, where am I?
Beautiful.
So some of these feathers have actually got the words inside. That one there that you've got there, Hayley. This one.
Oh yes, so it has.
So the words are actually cut inside the feather.
Wow.
So
I don't think I've ever seen anything so intricate with MDF.
No, and also one of the things that you won't see on here, but some of these butterflies that Hobbylicious do are actually slatted at the join point. This one isn't, but they're slatted at the join point. Sorry, my finger's going everywhere.
That's okay.
And that means that the butterfly can bend.
Have the wings
so
open.
an MDF butterfly that bends.
Amazing.
I think I've got one on a canvas over there.
We'll have a little
so
look
we'll have a little look. Yeah.
And of course, as in true tradition, you've got your smaller versions there as well. And again, at the bottom of your screen. But when you say smaller versions, they're not small pieces. I mean, those wings are considerable
they're
size
a big
pieces,
piece,
aren't
yeah,
they?
absolutely.
Beautiful. I love it. So much to choose from, isn't it? So much there to choose. So while you decide on your purchases, now I do urge you to check out your baskets, because we are incredibly busy. Why not check out to see what you could be doing with your pieces when you get them home. amazing, amazing. We are so busy.
Are we?
Now I need to show you the
So
giveaways. These are brilliant. I love these.
Thank you.
Have you created all of these?
I have, yeah.
Oh,
I was
right.
using the
Let me give you that one because I haven't got enough hands.
I was using the Steampunk kit. And if I tell you a little secret, I was actually, because this is my first time ever on show, I was actually trying to make a demonstration in full to go in under 10 minutes. And I failed. Couldn't quite do it. So what we've got here are 3 kits, three steampunk tags, and we've used elements from all of the steampunk parts, and I've also included some of the words that we've got now.
Wonderful.
I'm not sure if we've got the words in the kits, but they are coming.
Well,
so
there are
don't
some
panic
words
about
in the
that.
giveaway, so you could be using some of those,
Exactly,
couldn't you? Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, and is that another one that we're giving away?
That's the sample of the giveaway.
Oh, right,
there.
so
But
we're
yeah,
gonna
we can
keep
give that away as well. I'm quite happy for that to go as well.
So is that 4?
Yeah, that's 4.
We're going to have 4 winners then.
Yeah.
So if you've placed your order already, then don't worry, you are in that prize draw. We'll be drawing the names out just before the end of the hour. If not, you need to place your order for any items during this hour, live up until about 1/4 to the hour. Don't forget, everybody will be getting that free gift courtesy of Hobbilicious, but you'll get an additional little gift from them, and 4 people will get to get their names in the hat, and each one of you will win a fabulous design.
And we'll even sign them all with a kiss.
Wonderful. I love it. Now let's pop those to one side, because
Okay.
I want to see how these pieces come together.
Okay, so ordinarily at home you would be using a wet glue, so I use a gel medium, and it doesn't matter which, but so long as you're comfortable with it, that's the most important thing. For the purpose of the show, we've got our good old-fashioned glue
Trusty
gun.
glue gun.
So I promise I won't say anything untoward if I glue myself to something, okay?
Oh, okay. No, we don't want
So
that to
I'm only
happen.
going to show you a couple of bits, simply because to put all of these pieces together in one go is going to be a bit of a challenge.
That's fine. But you get comprehensive instructions, don't you? So you don't
Absolutely.
have to worry about that.
Every kit comes with a set of instructions, and apparently there are some tutorials, video
Yes.
tutorials
Yeah.
somewhere, so we can get those
Yeah.
found. And
We're trying to figure out where they're going to be uploaded to. I know that we've got them, so we're going to try and figure out how to get those to you.
So first things first, let's look at this practically. This is clearly, I'm using the small kit here,
Okay.
and this is the base.
Lovely.
Okay, so you'll see on here, if you have a look along all of the edges, you've got your grooves and your keys almost. I would call these a key really.
Okay.
So that's your base.
Lovely.
Pop that there, and we'll go for a side piece.
Wonderful.
Now on your side pieces, the flat bit is the top. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Now you'll also find when you're working with this board is really smooth. So it's really comfortable to work with. It's
Okay,
not
nice.
fluffy, and
Yeah.
so and it paints easily. So all I'm going to do is pop a little bit of glue on here.
Now, obviously, you're putting this together with the glue before you've even done any decoration. Is that a good idea?
Absolutely, absolutely. So what you don't want to do is paint this first with gesso. Let me just make sure I get this in before I stick myself to the mat, because that's always a trick, isn't it?
It is.
So that will just hold like that.
Lovely.
Okay. So then you would put in the front or the back, whichever
Okay.
you choose. Now once you've done the whole of that, the base, okay, these are your top pieces. So you have 2 pieces. These are your top ends, the bits just here.
So they kind of sit on the side of the lid.
On the side of the lid, right
Okay,
there,
makes sense,
okay?
yeah.
So what you do, you get these, and this is the confusing bit.
Okay.
You get one with bumpy bits and one
Okay.
without bumpy bits.
Right.
You're using the one without bumpy bits.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a small amount of glue on here, trying to avoid my fingers.
That's a good idea.
Good idea. And these sit flush to the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, so you just push that into space. Don't forget, you get all your bits of spider's webs off afterwards.
You do.
Okay.
Heat gun's good for getting rid of those as well. Yeah, they melt
Oh
the glue.
yeah, of
the
course.
little
Yeah,
bits,
yeah. So now once you've got both of these in place, you'll see that you've got all of these slats, and this is what looks confusing, but it's actually not. So what you would do next, this is your front piece,
Okay.
and you would glue your front piece in here,
Okay, yeah.
like that. I'm not going to bother doing that because you can all see that's where it's going to
Yeah.
go. Then your next piece will be your centerpiece.
Okay, right.
Okay, centerpiece goes there.
Lovely.
That has to go centre because it's got, it will just hold everything in place for you, okay?
Wonderful.
So centre, and then back, So you're coming through to this side now, okay.
Lovely.
So they all slot together.
And again, all in the instructions.
Slot that into there, okay. And then you've got 2 other pieces that have got 4 holes in. Those go in next to your back piece.
Okay.
Okay, because these are the pieces, these little holes here, where are we? There?
There you go.
There you go. So these little pieces here are made so that these little curves, if I put that on there for you, okay,
perfect.
These curves here will slot into these holes, and that's what's going to create your hinge.
Clever. Right, okay.
So that's the technical bit done.
Perfect. Tick that box.
So I'll put those to one side, because otherwise that's all you'll see. So this is the one that Cleo has done in the small, and I just think it's beautiful. I think this is a bit out of Cleo's comfort zone.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
You wouldn't know it from looking at it.
But it's stunning, and she's
oh, she just tied
it shut there. That's right. But you wouldn't have necessarily seen that.
No, that's true. But it could be if you wanted to put like a little padlock on there or something like that.
Absolutely. Imagine teasing your children on Christmas Day and telling them you've lost the key.
Oh, you've got a wicked side, Jo.
Sorry, kids.
See, I'd fill it with chocolate and just say I hadn't got the key. Look at that. Now, so half the stock of this size is gone.
Wow. One thing I do have to say before we get going on anything is do not gesso any MDF before you put it together. Okay. Any MDF, despite how smooth that board is, and this board is, in my opinion, it's the smoothest I've ever come across, okay? No matter how smooth it is, it will accept the fluid from your paints.
And that's the nature of MDF,
absolutely.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So what will happen, and again I found this out when I did one of the Apothecary cabinets, I thought I'd be really clever and gesso everything first, and it warped. So then I had a little bit of a trouble getting it together. I managed it, but so just don't do any of your painting until you've got everything stuck together and you're happy that everything's in place. Okay.
That's good advice. Now, talking about the apothecary
cabinet.
Shirley sent us a picture in of hers.
Ah, did she? Shirley, hello.
Oh, that's a well-stocked one,
it's beautiful. Shirley and Jane and I had a great day down in South Wales. Where I run my workshops, and she absolutely adored this. The moment she saw it, she just had to be able to do it.
It reminds me of kind of dolls' houses and working on those miniatures.
It is very much like that. Very much like that. Lovely. And you can see in there are still elements of the kits because we've got ladies' faces in there. Yeah. And you see again the intricacy of these cuts. Beautiful. And the layering that Deb and Cleo work into their designs.
It's almost like a Moroccan style panel in the doors.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, being welcomed, and she's saying that she's lovely to see you on the box.
Oh, thanks, Shirley.
So, yeah, and she's doing fabulously. I don't know, coming across saying you're nervous, I don't know, duping me into that. Fabulous. Now, we are very busy. I'm going to let Jo get herself ready for the next demonstration. Okay. Details on your screen if you're wanting to get hold of your smaller, obviously your smaller chairs. But what about the larger ones? And these ones are brilliant. As you can see here, I mean, there's so many different ways you can work with these. Okay. This one's just waiting for a little bit more decoration.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
So this is how I tend to work. I have to say thanks to Deb and Cleo because they actually did to this stage for me because I didn't have any more at home. Okay. So we've got the hobbles on the top here.
I love that
hobbles. And we've got all of our hinges in place on the back here. And what I've done is I've pre-painted the pieces that I want to add on to this, okay? And I've just got this here. I use little houses for little workshops, and Deb and Cleo make these for me. But this is direct to MDF. I haven't used gesso. This top bit is the gesso. Yeah. I haven't used gesso under these paints.
Gosh, that's good
coverage. So this is how smooth this board is.
So how many coats of paint would that be? Really?
I've done two coats of paint on this one, and I've just used standard paints that we all have. Yeah. And I think, you know, one of the most important things when we're bringing this MDF to you, what you need to know is that you don't need to go out and buy loads and loads of stash of paints and pastes and whatever you've got at home you can use already, okay?
Yeah. And that's down to the quality of the MDF.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I've already painted that globe that you really like.
I love that.
And I've also got the compass.
Now, of course, these are from that Steampunk set that we were talking about earlier on. You've got 3 different options with regards to these. So we'll give you some ideas of the other chests in a few moments when I do a recap.
Okay.
But if you're wanting the Steampunk version, it's under the item number you can see on your screen. They're £17.95.
So now that I've painted these, I will be doing some dry brushing on this, so you get to sort of get towards the finished piece. But literally, this is how easy it is. I tend to just pop this over on its back. Usually I prop it up with something at home.
So the lid doesn't keep opening.
So like that, the lid's still going to open. So especially if you're working with a glue gun. Now it's important when you're doing the boxes that you don't go below the bottom base.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can come off, if you like, off the page. You can come off the page sideways, but definitely not downwards, because otherwise it just won't sit.
Now, have we got the map the right way round? That's the key thing. I'm not very good with it. Let's have a little look.
Shall we pretend?
Can we find? I think it's that way, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it is.
Does
that look right? Does that look? Somebody tell me. Yeah, we think that's right.
I failed geography.
I did as well, so I'm not really the one to say.
No. So I'm literally just going to pop some glue on there.
Okay.
And I am going to go a little bit off page and down to there. Okay. And then it's a case of just layering up and working out what you want to put where. So again, this is I'm just going to plop them down.
Lovely.
Always make sure you don't miss your, get your glue drips and what have you.
Oh, we've got some lovely emails coming through. Guys, thank you so much for welcoming our lovely Jo. Katrina, she's saying thank you.
Hi, Katrina, thank you.
Lots of items are falling into a basket.
Oh, yay.
That happens on shows like this, I have to say, when you've got so many fabulous goodies. She's saying that you're a natural demonstrator.
I honestly can't wait to see what you make with these, Katrina. I'm really looking forward to those pictures on Facebook, and I'll share them with everybody then, okay?
Now, talking of Facebook, do you have like a Facebook group or a Facebook page where we can find you?
Yes, Hobbylicious do have their own Facebook page, and we kind of all dip in and out of that. So I tend to post and overpost, and the girls go, well, flipping heck, she's at it again.
All that inspiration.
But yeah, we tend to like building our crafting community. As we should, it's everything that we do is built with a lot of love and a lot of care. So yeah, and just anybody that wants to ask any questions, just Facebook in. Facebook in. You'll find me you'll find me attached to them on Facebook. So if the girls are away or busy and you can't get an answer, just ask me. I'm always.
So how did you come across Hobbylicious then?
Well, we were both of us were attached, if you like, to another craft company.
Okay.
And then Deb sent me some absolutely beautiful samples. It was just one Christmas, and I've actually kept the email that she sent to me. And I just looked at them, and I couldn't believe the detail and the intricacy. And because I have my own craft place anyway, my own little social enterprise down there, I just knew that I had to have some of them.
I love how destiny has a way of finding us.
And one of the great things is I like things that are a little bit different. So anybody who knows me knows that I will go for, can I have this made? Can I have that made? And I send the girls absolutely doolally. I send them to distraction and beyond, because I ring up and I say, can I have these wings or these words, or especially words, Welsh words. My Welsh customers always want Welsh words. So the next thing you're going to get, Deb and Cleo, is a great big list of Christmas words that I'm going to need, okay? And all in that beautiful 2 mil.
Lovely.
So I'm just building up.
This looks
I love using flowers.
Now, a lot of the embellishments you're working with here, where are these coming from? Are they coming from that like
they're
texture
from
different
so
things?
The flowers actually are from from my own stash. I wanted you to be able to see that you can just pop your own stash in as well. So we've got the wings, the ladies' faces. Now I can't remember which kit the ladies' faces are in, but they're all from the different kits that we've got.
And of course, when you do place your order, and incidentally, this is the only hour that we've got with Hobbilicious, so if you're placing your order for any of the items featured, you will get that free gift from them, because of course, if it being our birthday event. So you have got a little face in there, so you could be using that, but you could be using some of these sentiments, you could be using some of the little lace, the hessian, the burlap, so many different elements in there. And just to give you an idea, if you wanted to create using the little ATC card that you've got in there, that's the kind of results that you could get with those as well. So lots of inspiration there. You are getting this as a bonus, all of these elements, but of course there are more additional packs where you can get your texture pack with your lace in there, with your burlap, with your additional bits and pieces, and you'll find those on the website, but I'll tell you about those in a few minutes.
Yeah, so we've just got some, let me turn that around a little bit for you. So I painted this so that you can see it against the black. This is actually the craft board once it's been painted.
Gosh, that's malleable, isn't
it? So it remains that you can move it about. Now this is where I am likely to glue my fingers, so bear with.
Okay, do we need to get ready with a beep?
No, I'm not going to beep. I've got my filters in.
Good, glad to hear it.
Just want to make sure that I don't actually stick myself to the
That's
top
probably
of
a
the
good
box.
idea.
Yeah, I don't really want to be driving home tonight with a box stuck to my hand.
That's it. Now you can see the details on the screen there. This is where you're going to get those fabulous resin pieces. You're going to get all those different elements. 3 different versions of these, keepsake, steampunk and Christmas. And of course lots of the elements we're working with are from the steampunk collection. But you get a whole host of resin pieces. You're going to get that stencil in with these as well. And all those fabulous little balls, all that texture that you can see here.
Absolutely.
All included within that bundle. And at $17.95, very affordable price. So much so that you might want to go for multiples, maybe cross over from each of those different styles.
So I'm going to stop putting the embellishments on, because you've kind of got the picture there, haven't you?
But this could be something that you add to as time goes on. So months down the road, you might have, I don't know, broken earring or something like that, and add to it.
Yeah, and you know, you're going to come across and go, well, actually, I want some texture on there. So we might get a little bit of, and this is just white crackle paste that I've got. It's probably not going to crackle because I haven't primed it.
That's okay,
but I'm not too worried about that.
No, it's all about talking about it.
Yeah, I just want to show you that we can get, just, if you can, thank you, Hayley.
No problem.
And then we can just swipe through. I like my texture paste and my crackle paste to stand quite proud. I never use the whole of a stencil.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So look at the detail of that stencil.
And that's the stencil that you get with the steampunk bundle that we've got on the screen there.
That's right. So
look
it's
at that
in
detail.
there. I'm just going to pop a wipe, and these aren't normal baby wipes.
Okay.
They're cotton baby wipes. They're cotton wipes. Don't like normal baby wipes.
Can you believe it? Now, I did warn you that time would fly. We've probably got about 17 minutes left.
Okay, what do you want to do next?
I don't know.
Well,
okay.
Well,
shall I do a little bit of a recap?
Yeah.
I'll do that, and then you can get yourself ready.
Maybe I'll go on to, shall I get the journal out?
That sounds like
Just want to show this before you run off down the counter. This is a piece of craft board. I don't know if we can get this.
Now, these ones, I'll give you a little tip with the lighter tones. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to see them on camera, so we have to kind of tilt them just a little bit forward. There you go. Okay. Look at that.
So that's been put through an embossing folder.
And is that the same stencil?
That's the craft board.
So through a die cutting machine?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Isn't that effective?
So your stencils, because they're that thick mylar, you've got that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jo,
it's cool, isn't it?
That is brilliant.
Okay.
Lovely. Right,
so while you do that,
nearly took the chest.
I'll do that.
You will indeed. Details obviously on the website, all the things that Jo's been working with. There's such an abundance of gorgeous things for you to consider. So do have a look on the website. Of course, if you can't shop online, if you've jotted down just a few numbers or maybe item numbers, then you can speak to our call operators and they will be able to search on your behalf. So don't worry, you will not be left out at all. And thank you for so many wonderful emails coming through. You're getting loads and loads. We'll make sure that Jo does see all of those as well, because I think it's important that she does realise how much she is loved. A little thank you from her there, I'm sure you caught it. But of course the large chest is the one that we've just been working with, and this is beautiful. The engineering behind this is phenomenal, because of course you have got that working hinge that has been created with the actual cut of the MDF. Turn this around so as you can actually see. It's such a clever idea where you've got those interlocking little pieces that allow you to have that working hinge, so without having to screw anything in place, you've got the ability to have this chest where it will open up and be a keepsake chest, or it could be a memory chest, it could be keeping your dies in there, it could could be keeping your ATCs in there, whatever you like. And these two, we didn't have a chance to look at these in close detail. Of course, you can see there, this is almost like a Christmas Eve one. So here, maybe it could be having a Christmas Eve kit. I'm just move that one out of the way so we can have a really good look at this one. So you've got all your elements there, of course, from those gorgeous embellishments we saw on the Christmas theme, all added in there. There could be a new pair of pajamas in there, couldn't there? There could be a little sachet of hot chocolate, maybe a few marshmallows, ready to send you off into a deep sleep awaiting Santa's arrival. So that is a lovely idea. Do like that. Beautiful. And this is a nice idea because of course you've got your closure on there, so you could actually team up some of those items that you've got with a little bit of a ribbon embellishment to close that up. And then of course we had the other one, which was the dream one. Again, this could be holding all sorts of wonderful memories for you, and again, brilliant value for money, £25.50 being your price, and of course all the elements there with your full instructions to mean you can put that together whichever way you like. 070720 if you're wanting those. But what if you want to work on something that's a little smaller? The medium size one has proved to be very, very popular. 60% of the stock of this one has gone. And I can understand why. I mean, it's such a fabulous little box to be working with. Absolutely beautiful engineering. Again, you've got the same detail with regards to that closure with that hinge on there as well. So it really is a clever, clever design. Move that to the side just so as I can share with you this piece that we've got here. And it's been created using a lot of the steampunk embellishments. Of course, you've got things like the sentiments on the smaller pieces of MDF embellishments that we've got for you as well. Of course, all the embellishments there with the little balls featuring there and the different gradients and grains. Love this idea. Look at this for a closure with the little arrow there. And of course, the chain is featured in that embellishment kit. And again, look at that. Love it. Fabulous. I'm going to pop that back in there. Beautiful. Of course, it could be that you're making more of a romantic look to it, as Cleo did with this one. So really, really pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Love each and every one of these. And of course, the lace featuring there on your front there. Again, we've got in that embellishment kit. Again, all the pieces there, full instructions. So if you're wanting to create yours and you're thinking to yourself, well, hang on, I've been there, where do I get started? Well, the instructions will be there. And of course, don't forget now you can actually go back on Rewind and watch for up to 60 days. And you'll be able to see the lovely Jo talking you through how you create these. 118-680 if you're wanting to get hold of these. Now, the picture frame journals, this is what we're going to visit when we get back to see Jo. So I'm going to be as quick as I can with this next section. In here, you've got everything to create your fabulous covers. Of course, you can use those hole locators to actually make your pages. And I'm looking at this thinking they're going to be kind of A5 in size, so 2 pages maybe from an A4 sheet. You've got your little connector there, and I love this idea of that little U-shaped piece there, meaning that you can slide a photograph in and out when you build up that frame. 22 by 17, so I'm not too sure on sizes. I think A4 is 21 by 29.7, I think, so whatever half of those is, so that's about right. Yeah. Resin pieces, again, you've got some of those included in here to get you started. And then, of course, wow, the world is your oyster with regards to decorating these. Beautiful designs, both front and back, and as you can see, they're using a little frame there, adding a picture, but do decorate to your heart's content because you're going to have some fabulous times creating and adding to these as the months progress. 20% of the stock have gone of these ones, and at £9.99 you can understand why. And again, another beautiful version there with a little frame on as well. 099-753. If you're wanting to take advantage of these, then please do so. And as I say, if you want multiples, get in early because you could miss out on some of those. Now, those fabulous packs that we were talking about with all those gorgeous little keepsake elements in there. Now, the keepsake one is the one that's flying at rapidly approaching 60% of the stock has gone. The intricacy that you've got from this is phenomenal. So with this, we're looking at craft board. So these will pop out, but equally so you can snip into these if you're wanting to. Really clever designs, beautiful elements, and of course fabulous stencils featuring in here, and so many resin pieces. I mean, this piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've probably got about 13 resin pieces, and they are so intricate. Little tiny pieces, little tiny cherubs featuring in here as well. So really beautiful design work. You're going to love these. And of course, you've got your 3 sachets there with your little balls in there to give you that texture. Holly balls, I think they were called. Hobbles. I nearly got it right. Hobbles. I have to try and remember that. Your hobbles. You're going to get your hobbles again within this steampunk section. And again, you've got things like your wings, your gears, your cogs. You've even got a little wind-up key there as well. Look at that. all made out of resin, ready for you to add to your project. Again, that fabulous stencil that we saw featured, and again, more of that craft board there, as you can see there. Love it. So that was your steampunk version. If you're ready for Christmas, then we have a Christmas version for you as well. And again, you've got your hobbles in there, you've got your stencil, you've got the most intricate pieces here. You've even got a heart, which we've got, I don't think we'll be able to read the actual phraseology on there. Well, my glasses are on my head, but we haven't got time. We need to get back to the demo. Oh, it's Twinkle Twinkle, there you go. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star featured on there. But again, beautiful little tiny embellishments there, ready for you to craft with. 3 options, $17.95 for each one of those, 827521. Keepsake being your first one, that is the most popular one. Then you've got your Steampunk, which is closely following behind. And then, of course, you've got your Christmas as well. 827521. Keep a note of that item number, because when you've invested in one of those, I think you'll be coming back for more of the others. Now, your embellishment pack. This is key as well, adding that texture, adding that interest, and having it just at your fingertips, and that's what we've got here. Hobbilicious have put together a fabulous bundle here with all your little beads in there. You've got your flat back gems, you've got your chain there as well, a little supply of lace as well in here, and of course some stockinette and some gorgeous kind of muslin there for you to craft with. And of course you've got texture with regards to pieces. Is that actual leather in there? Wow, proper leather. Look at that. Amazing. And then of course you can see all that gorgeous burlap. So much texture in there, you're going to love it. $9.99 for that. So take advantage of that one with the item number of 879641. Very quickly, I need to tell you about these. Now, we've got 3 different options. We've got large and we've also got smaller. Now, all 6 of these are on different item numbers. So if you're wanting the large versions across the back here, we've got Christmas, we've got Steampunk, and we've got Keepsake. And again, you'll see beautiful details with these. On the screen, we've got Christmas at the top, and then we've also got a smaller collection where you are getting 14 pieces. Those pieces are, well, there's a couple of them that may well be repeated, but with the smaller selection, you've got things like your sentiments in there, so that's a nice one to add into your bundle. £19.50 if you're going for the larger, and just $9.99 if you're going for the smaller. Similar situation with regards to the Steampunk. So again, you've got your larger version, as you can see there, featuring the globe that we saw in the demonstration. Of course, you've got your numbers there, your compass, and you've got your clocks featuring there, as well as your little pocket watch. And then the smaller version, which nearly came crashing into your screen there, it's got all those wonderful phrases on there, and $9.99 for those particular ones. I'll pop that down carefully at the front. And then last but by no means least is your Keepsake. And this again, very, very popular. The intricacy of this 2mm MDF is phenomenal. It means that you've got these lightweight pieces that you can actually use on your cards, and as we saw earlier on, use for jewellery as well. Your smaller Keepsake, well, there's nothing small about those wings really, is there? But you are able to get hold of this, but just to let you know, 30% of the stock of this particular one, with the details at the bottom of your screen, have gone already. If you're wanting the larger, 543-885, and of course at the bottom, 061654. All of those details are on the website. I'm going to head back to Jo, and while I do so, let me tell you about our birthday event. Well, the event continues, and boy, are we having fun. Everything that you spend during the event will generate you a 10% credit, and that credit will be applied to your account on the 30th of August, ready for you to use right the way through to the 30th of September. You can use it on all of our shows, all of the items on the website, even Good Morning and Good Evening Hochanda. Doesn't stop there though, because you will get a free gift as well. Each of our fabulous suppliers during the event are bringing the opportunity for you to take advantage of a free gift, which is worth up to £16.99. And then if you fancy coming and crafting with our lovely Leonie on the 3rd of October, why not fill out the form for our dream day? All you need to do is tell us why you would like to come along and join us here at Hochanda, and it's simple as that. All the terms and conditions, everything you need to know is on the website. And of course, in this hour, your free gift are all those wonderful embellishments that we saw earlier
all
on.
Of them, yeah.
All of
so
it.
We've got all of that little free gift that's got your ATC base in there. You've got some, one of our friends, Kasha, calls this stringy thingy.
Stringy thingy, I like that.
Okay, but you've got all of those different elements that can be combined onto a tag, onto a canvas, onto
Wonderful.
a book, onto your chest.
Lovely, good idea.
So,
do like that.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got our giveaways. We will be cutting off that. We're ruling the line under the orders in the next few minutes. So if you haven't placed your order yet, you could be in the running to win one of 4 fabulous giveaways that Jo has given us the opportunity to give to you. We'll announce that in a minute. But what are we up to next?
Well, I thought I'd quickly show you the journal.
Okay.
I'm a bit of of a journaling freak. I love my journal. I've got loads and loads of half-starteds, but they're the ones that I do lots of pages inside. So I just want to show how easy this can be. I have pre-gessoed this.
Lovely.
And I have then used some sprays onto this, a mixture.
Okay.
And if you look, you can see just how beautifully those sprays will sit.
Oh, look at that.
Because that board is so smooth.
Wow.
So you can, and you know, it's not muddied at all. It's just lovely the way it's been put together.
Beautiful.
How easy it is to create pages for inside your journal. So we've got a little bit of this straw stuff.
Yeah.
I know Hobbilicious have got plenty of that.
Lovely.
I've used some Hessian and punched holes in.
Nice idea.
And we also make our own. These are hand-dyed papers. Using, so it's botanical dyeing, so we do lots of that kind of thing. Quite nice to put inside, but what I want to focus on are these these feathers.
And you can see there encapsulated the words dream and love there.
And we've got wish on this one. You see I've just nicked the edge of this one, but I'm not going to worry about that at all.
Okay.
Now I want to put the frame is going to go here.
Lovely.
But first of all, on the very messy back of my frame, I'm just going to get the glue gun and we're going to glue this into place. Again, you don't need loads. At home you would use a wet glue and that will be absolutely fine. Much more comfortable for your fingers. And much more environmentally friendly actually as well, because they're all water-based, aren't they? Okay. Whereas this is plastic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that's going to sit there in just a minute. But first of all, that lace that you spoke about. So a plain piece of lace, and I've just taken some spray and a little bit of mica powder there along the top, and that's going to sit just along this defining edge. So
lovely. Going to pop that back into place there.
Quick down there.
Oh, I've got some news on those little tutorials, those little video tutorials we spoke of. Our marketing people are going to attach them to the show. So if you go back on Rewind, and you can either go back and find the show by the date, or you can actually, now there's a search field in there that you can actually just pop the details of the company in there or the title of the show, and then you'll be able to find that. And there will be a link from there where you can go and watch those tutorials. So I've just heard that back.
Fabulous. That's really good news. And again, you know, if you get stuck with anything, just shout out on Facebook and we'll point you in the right direction as well. So it's a bit like a bit of a double whammy really. We like working together. Everything is about working together for us. Absolutely.
I had another lovely email come through as well from Debs, congratulating you. I've got a feeling you know all these people coming through with emails.
I think they clubbed together and decided. Yeah, I think they kind of decided, oh, actually, we're just going to keep her busy. I think they want to make sure I know they're watching. No,
not at all. They're there as support. I mean, they're so proud of you for being here.
We honestly have some fantastic people in our craft world, and we share so much fun and so much laughter and so much love around, and that's just how we have to have it. We just have to have it. So going to these resins now, I just want to show you these. They're quite chunky. They're not small. So when you're gluing them, again, big blob of glue on the back. I'm just going to plop her in there.
Lovely. I love the terminology. Just plop her in there.
Yeah, we have a plop. We often have a smoosh.
Oh, okay. What's a smoosh?
Yeah, a smoosh is where you kind of, well, it's a bit of an accident really.
Oh, right, okay.
So one of the butterflies there.
Lovely.
A bit of an accident with paints and stuff, a smoosh might be.
Oh, I see. Right. I need to learn.
Now, when I'm creating, I love to create connection.
Okay.
Any of my pieces, any of the bits that you can see on the set, I kind of create a bit of an S shape with them. I love things to be connected, just same way as I love people to be connected.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm just running out of a stick. I need to get another stick.
Just to let you know as well, I've not come across this before, but our call centre are getting people actually phoning in and welcoming you to Hochanda and showing their appreciation.
Thank you. That's so lovely. Thank you.
First for us here as well.
Oh, makes me feel quite loved.
Oh, you are loved.
There we go. So we're just creating with these, just creating layers. And I mentioned I've just covered over that word a little bit. I'm not worried. We've also got, look at these words.
Oh, these are beautiful, aren't they? Memories. Look at that. That is perfect.
Okay.
Look at that, we're just
Got
bringing the
it?
camera to it.
There
That
we
is
are.
lovely.
So look at how detailed that is, and the font
Gorgeous.
is so pretty.
Wonderful.
Just so pretty. So I'm going to pop that over
Lovely.
there.
Just to give you a quick time check, we're down to about 3 minutes.
Okay.
But we can add as little as much as we
Okay.
work our
Well,
way through.
I'm not far off with this one,
Okay,
to be honest.
wonderful. Well, while you're adding those extra bits and pieces, we've had a lady called Paula. She's from South Wales.
Oh, hello. Is
Yes.
that Paula from Bridgend, perhaps?
I don't know, but she said that you're talking about workshops.
Yes.
So whereabouts is this? Can she get involved? How does she
Yes,
find
of
out
course.
more?
So if you come onto Facebook and have a look at me, Paula, I'm sort of like aware I'm not. I don't want to advertise,
No,
but we
go
are
for it,
based
we don't
we're
mind.
based in a place called Porth. Just it's the entrance of the South Wales valleys.
Oh, is there?
And it's beautiful. Lots of mountains and valleys and
Oh, it
streams.
sounds
It's
lovely.
delicious. So we're based in the Rhondda Heritage Park Museum.
Okay.
So it's our local heritage centre, which is great because there's something for everybody to do there. So while you come, Paula, for your workshops, other people can go on a mining tour.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Get rid of the old man, you know.
It makes a change from a man creche, doesn't it?
It
So
kind of
sometimes you have to have a
does,
man
yeah.
creche, don't you?
So that's where we are. But if you want more details, come and find us on Facebook because I'll give you the details then. Okay.
Wonderful, I love it. Now, of course, we're adding more to this journal. So many different ideas of how you can work with these. I mean, the finished samples that we've got are phenomenal.
That's beautiful,
Isn't that
isn't
beautiful?
it?
I love the choice of colour on here, and I love the way that you can actually change that piece there. Could be a photograph, it could be a calendar in there. It could
Absolutely.
be
Anything
whatever
you
want it
like
to
in
be,
there.
isn't it? Words of inspiration. And again, one of those frames featuring again here. And I love that unique little frame lifter, so to
That's
speak.
right.
I don't know what the
That's
technical
right.
name is, but in my world, it's a frame
It's
lifter.
a lifter. Yeah, a lifter
makes
will
sense.
do quite nicely.
Oh, we need to give some things away. We need some names, don't we? Oh, I
let's
forgot
put
all
this
about
to
this.
out the way a minute.
So we're bringing the names up at the bottom. Now we've got all three of these. Now I don't know, is it going to be a lucky? Sorry, there's four, isn't it? Is it a lucky dip, or are we going to?
yeah, kind of which one goes first.
Bit of a surprise
Who's
then, isn't
getting
it?
what?
So of course you've got your small ATC here. Which
Start
of
with that
course-
one?
Yeah. Well, I think we're just going to mix it. We're going to make it a surprise for
Okay,
people,
that's a
so they
good
don't know what
idea.
they're going to get. But you can see the names down at the bottom. We've got Sharon Lewis there. We've got Karen Thompson, Patricia Morris, and Wendy again. All four of you lucky ladies
Oh, fabulous.
are going
Well
to
done,
win one of
ladies.
these. Yes, we already got their details. We've got their details.
Fabulous. Well done, girls. So you'll
Listen.
absolutely love them. We'll
Yeah.
sign the backs for you.
Fabulous. I love
So you
that.
know who one's which.
Well, I think you need to take a bow because you've been absolutely
Thank
amazing,
you.
Jo.
Thank you so
I
much
have
to everybody for the
thoroughly
messages.
enjoyed myself.
Thank you so
You've been
much.
brilliant, you really
I've
have.
really enjoyed it.
We
Thank
haven't
you.
had a chance to show you all these amazing finished samples behind us, so do check out Hobbilicious and check out the lovely Jo via social media. Just wish we could do it all again. I've had a whale of a time.
Maybe we can one day.
But yeah, I know it won't be long before Jo's back again. So yeah, keep your eyes and ears on that schedule. And of course, if you have joined us and you want to see it all again, check out Rewind.